My first recipe is one that reflects the mix of cultures right across Britain.
I'm going to be making a curry pie. Now, the pastry side of things is covered. I'm pretty good with that. But it's the interior that I need to sort out. I've come to Edinburgh to learn all about traditional Indian cooking. It's about, for me, authenticity.
This restaurant was set up to help local Punjabi women. Traditionally in their culture, the women stay at home while the men go out to work. But Punjabi women are great home cooks, so being in the kitchen here allows them to show off their skills and enables them to earn useful qualifications. Trishna Singh is in charge.
The women were always in the background, and we would see other women moving forward from other communities, whether they were Asian communities or the Western community, and we were always kind of like on the sidelines of everybody.
So what you've done here is you've set up a cafe restaurant, and the ladies that work here are from the community. They cook their homemade food and serve it to the public.
Yes.
And how's it been received?
It's been amazing. When we first put the idea to the women, everybody was horrified. They were like, I'm not doing that, I can't do that. Some of them said, yeah, okay, I'll do the cooking in the kitchen, but I'm not going to serve anybody, because again, culturally, it's not the done thing.
But over the last 6 years, many local women have gone on to gain qualifications and self-confidence, whilst giving the public a taste of their traditional recipes.
Each one of these dishes has been prepared by someone different. So all
Yes.
you have.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like a competition in the kitchen. So, well, I sold 6 today. Well, I've only sold 3.
It's actually been quite good for the women, because they can then kind of know that they've got an expertise, because normally people used to think that I can't do that. So it's given them confidence, and it's also given them that wee push to know that they're expert at something.
Trishna's organised a tasting menu of 3 curries she thinks could work in my pie, and they're all new to me.
So what have we got here, then?
So you've got methi chicken here, which is chicken breast pieces diced, and methi is fenugreek. We use onions and tomatoes, and then spices are added, and the chicken is then browned in those sauces with the salt, pepper, spices added to it.
Wow. That's delicious. I love that. It's very aromatic. It's got a bit of heat in there as well.
Yeah. This is curried belly pork. It's called chatpata. And again, you can see the difference in the sauce.
Yeah.
This is much thicker.
Okay, so this would normally, it could be eaten with a chapati. That is very good. They're both very, very good.
Next is the home-style Punjabi version of Scotland's Friday fish.
It's cod pieces. And it's boneless.
Beautiful. That just melts in the mouth. It's really, it's so beautiful, the flavour, the balance between the fish and the sauce that goes with it as well. The whole thing together as one. I've never had fish like it in my life.
Trishna's also got the Punjabi equivalent of pies for me to try, the dumpling.
Can I just dip it straight in there?
And that's the kind of things that we add onto the menu as we go along if somebody brings in something new.
Wow. So can I see how these dishes are made, please?
Yeah, definitely go into the kitchen and meet.
But I'm going to finish this first. Yeah, thanks.
This is not your standard British curry house menu. It's the kind of home cooking I love, and exactly what I want to put in my pie, if I can.
I thought the dumplings were fantastic. I like the pork a lot, but I'm going to go with the chicken and the fish. So who made the chicken?
I did.
You made the chicken.
Pritam is the chef who makes the chicken dish, helping the cafe become a successful business, and a place where local Punjabi women can shine.
Can you show me how to make that?
Yes, I will.
Is this what you're doing now?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Pritam starts her chicken curry by frying an onion until it's golden.
Does your dish sell more than all the others?
Yes, it is.
Ah, you see. I knew it chose wisely.
Then she adds garlic and ginger, diced chicken and salt, fenugreek, ginger, chilies, garam masala, turmeric and tin tomatoes. This is a dish I want to try, so I'm paying close attention.
How do you know how much to add? It's just years of making it.
You know when it's enough.
Ask a stupid question. Then she cooks it down in some water.
That is a wonderful curry. Thank you very much indeed.
The other curry I thought could work well in my pie is the fish. First, Ashan seasons the cod with her favourite spices.
You just know for years that that's about the right amount?
Yes.
Okay.
We'd never taste the food while we're cooking it.
Why's that?
It's just one of the things. It's just not done. And if anybody see you doing it in the family, oh, you get real
Why is that?
trouble into that.
Why?
It makes it like
Dirty?
you've tasted it, yeah, and somebody else is going to eat it. So
It's a cultural thing then.
it is a cultural thing, yes.
Really?
She might know how much, but I don't. When I teach, my mantra is taste, taste, and taste again, especially for seasoning, but somehow I'm going to have to get one of these curries right first time.
When I was talking before, you know, when I was making the chicken, she said that her dish sells more than yours. What do you reckon?
Probably does. I have to be honest about it.
Okay, and now it's ready. So, I have my fish dish. I have my chicken dish. I want to eat them again and make a decision on which one I want to use for the heart of my pie. This is the fish. It's so delicate, the fish just falls apart. Let's have a look at the chicken.
Both Asham's and Pritam's curries taste amazing. These ladies can draw on a lifetime's experience of cooking, and it shows.
But choosing between the two to go in the pie is difficult, really difficult. I think I'm going to go for the fish. And to be honest, when you think of a curry pie, you tend to think of chicken anyway, so I'd rather do something slightly different. And I'm going to go for the fish. I'm going to go for the cod.
I want the fish to stay light and flaky in my pie, but first I need to learn how to get that delicate home-cooked flavour.
I've got the cod in here. How much of this?
A good 2 teaspoonsful, yeah.
I need to pay close attention here. This could easily go wrong.
When you say a little bit, a teaspoon?
Yeah, that's fine.
This dish is packed full of all kinds of spices I don't usually cook with, so I'm going to have to put my trust in Pritam because I can't taste to test.
I've never had anything like it before, and it evokes, you know, flavours. Do I need to add any water to this?
You can if you want to, but if it's a more, there is quite delicate fish.
And before long, it's ready to taste.
Tell me what you think of your mother dish. I'm getting judged. What do you think?
Not bad for a first try. But it tasted nice, the flavours and everything seems, you know, as the way we would cook them. I just find it a bit thick, and I think I can taste too much turmeric.
Turmeric, okay.
Yeah.
I will do the best I can to make your dish shine with my pastry around it.
I'm sure it will.
Thank you. There you have it, authentic Indian home-cooked food in the middle of Edinburgh. I've chosen the white cod with those beautiful spices, the seeds on the top. I think it's going to be beautiful in my pie. I just hope they like it. Hello, Ashan, Trishna and Pritam.
Right.
Welcome to my kitchen. Now, I'm a bit nervous, if I'm honest. It looks like I'm about to get shouted at. That's what it feels like. How's the place going up there, okay?
Yeah, it's doing really well.
Now, inspired by the beautiful cooking and food that I had when I was up there, I've decided to do, using chapati dough, which I'm going to make, I'm going to cook a Scottish curry cod pasty.
That's a big mouthful.
That pretty much covers a lot of different bases there, so I might be covered.
I've decided not to make one big pie, but smaller pasties. It's traditional anyway in Indian culture to use bread chapatis instead of cutlery to eat the curries, so a chapati pastry seems a perfect choice. This is going to be tough. I've got to do this from memory, and I'm not allowed to do what I'd normally do, taste while I bake. Whilst being watched very closely, I'm going to put some chilli in a bowl, add roasted garlic, salt, curry powder, fresh grated ginger, and some tinned tomatoes.
I'm going to mix all this together.
I think you need a bit more salt in there.
Okay, I'm going to put more salt in it. There you go. Is that okay?
Yeah.
No, I want to. It's my interpretation of
Right,
yours.
okay.
Okay? Give me a break.
Well, in that case, it would fine.
Then I'm going to heat some oil in a pan and add some carom seeds and leave them to cook. I'm adding fresh cod to the curry sauce, which I'm going to leave to marinate.
Makes me very nervous with these ladies sitting right next to me.
Now for the chapati bread. To some wholemeal flour, I'm adding salt, a drop of oil, and some water.
Wholemeal flour naturally takes more water than white flour. So you add a little bit at a time, mix it together, feel it, a little bit more again. Get your hands in there, mix it round. And it's beginning to come together now. I'm gonna add a little bit more. That'll probably do. And that I'll be happy with.
The ladies look concerned about my carom seeds. Apparently, if they burn, they become bitter.
They're not going black though.
No, but you can smell
You
it.
can smell it now.
So that's telling you it's ready.
Yeah.
It's ready.
I'm gonna put them in right now. Okay.
As the carom seeds release their flavour, it's time to add the marinated fish and some of the sauce, making sure it doesn't dry up.
Add a wee bit of water.
Sorry?
They're quite thick pieces of cod.
So I'm gonna add some water. Do you reckon, yeah? How much do you reckon I should add?
That's it.
Is that about right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is this how you were taught?
Really,
So
yeah.
I've got 3 mums now.
Aye.
And I'm sitting there, I've got 3 mums, and I've been taught how to cook. I mean, it was similar with me, because my dad taught me a lot about baking when I was very young, and my mum did as well. But I think sometimes when you're learning from family, you tend not to listen.
Aye. That's
If
true.
you learn from somebody else, you tend to listen more because you think you know everything. If it's your mum and dad, you should be doing that. You go, yeah, whatever, and you do it your own way anyway. These recipes mean something to you guys, don't they? I mean, they're important.
It's keeping the tradition and the culture going of food from since our parents came over here way back in the 1930s and 40s.
Yeah.
And over the years, we've seen the creation of the British version of curries,
Yeah.
and it's
What do you think of that?
terrible. Sorry.
While the cod is cooking, knead the dough so it's ready for the next stage.
See, watching you making that dough, any Indian mother-in-law would be proud of you.
Would she? Yes. See?
Yeah.
Picking it up.
Once it's developed a silky smooth texture, it's ready to be split into pasty-sized portions.
Now, what you do with this, you cook this out, make sure the meat is nice and well cooked. Now, this, once it's cooked, needs to be cooled. And when it's cooled, you pop it into a separate container, and then you reduce down the sauce. And what I've done is add cooked chickpeas to this as well.
Chickpeas will soak up any excess mixture and stop the pastry from going soggy. Finally, add the cool cod and mix to infuse the flavours.
Your mix has to be cold before it goes into the chapati mix, so I don't mind if it breaks down because the pieces are going inside something slightly different to the way you did it.
Yeah.
So this is where I sort of take over the idea. And obviously chickpeas was my idea. I think I wanted something to bulk it out as well, and that's why I went for chickpea. So that's my mix ready.
Then roll out the chapati dough, add some of the mixture and pinch together to make a pasty.
Each one of these goes onto a tray. I'll do another one. Do you approve so far?
Yes.
Aye.
Is it different?
I'm impressed with your chapati rolling.
It's what?
I'm impressed with your chapati rolling.
Yeah, what about this? Okay, I'll do some pizza throw in. No, I'm just showing off now, you see. And you take these quite thin because traditionally chapatis are quite soft, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes.
And so because we're going to bake these, this will create something very different. This will create something that's going to bake and probably be quite crunchy. I think the crunchiness with the cod, I think it should be something a little bit different, you know?
Then they're ready for baking. Put in the oven at 200 degrees for 25 minutes. Once they've gone dark and crispy, they're done.
Maybe we'll start serving them in a cafe.
That's what I like to hear. Serve them in the cafe.
Different, eh?
There's
Something
one.
different taste.
They will be different. There you have it, my beautiful Scottish curry cod pasties.